did I just hear a bit of my echo? What? What? Hey? Hello and good morning, guys. It is 7:53 a.m. and very soon I am going to have a virtual meeting. Well, I know fact today is that day of the week that I have my drum classes, but today is going to be a busy day. So I'm going to get into session anytime soon. Then I'll go out for a walk and smoky. I'm gonna fall asleep under the table, mate. God, I don't know why these guys would put their garbage out while it's Tuesday. Garbage day is not until Thursday. I don't know why they would put it out on Tuesday. Well, anyway, so here I go out. Oh, God. Yeah, it's the first time in a while that this is happening with this car, that light in the back remains on. It's strange. Well, okay, now it's off. That's good. So now my session is done. Usually it would be from 8:30 to 9:15 on Thursday mornings, but this week it was different. I had it today from 8 to 8:45 because my psychologist will have some special kind of appointment on Thursday. I don't know what it's about, but yeah, there are two All Things Electric vans in my neighborhood. And yes, by the way, the company name is spelled with a Z, and that it is used for home electricity, but also for charging electrical vehicles. And I am in some kind of shit right now because I woke up this morning finding out that my iPhone 16e was at 22%. I mean, for now it's at 28% charging, but it was 22 when I woke up. That was because I connected it to the Samsung laptop and I used that short charger set that I got, and I used the C-type charger to charge that through my laptop. But in most situations that the laptop is off, it doesn't charge, and so it had been in a low battery. It was at 22% when I woke up. Yesterday there was a ton of tree work that happened in the Expressions neighborhood, which is the area that is right next to my neighborhood. And remember that dog park that I went some time ago? Yes, there is another trail around there. Hopefully it's not too muddy, because last Sunday they have closed the main lot of the Wood Canyon Park because the ground was so muddy. And there, this is what I was talking about in the last couple of days, the Bose Quiet Comfort headphones. So this is exactly that type that I was talking about. So today or tomorrow we'll go to Best Buy and get one of these. This is the first generation, the Quiet Comfort headphones. So yeah, I'm willing to get generally this type in black. These are the second generation headphones, and in this store they have 4 colors of this product, with one of them being in emerald, whereas in the Best Buy store you can find this pair of headphones in navy blue. Wow, look at this. Fun fact about celebrities for kids. Isn't that lovely? So it was a Target and a nice sweet breakfast, but now time for a walk. It's 9:51 a.m. Yeah, I'll raise the temperature, the AC of the car, like 60 came a little bit, I don't want to say too cold, but you know, the noise just came a lot, so I just turned it up. Now it's at 67. The temperature inside the car, well, that reads 77. Well, anyway, time for a walk. My phone's battery is still low, but should be a good day to go out and do a vlog. Damn, just haven't ended that clip. It made me think, hopefully I don't catch it again, because already twice this winter season did I catch the winter flu and that runny nose. Like, I just hate it when I get that. Although last winter I was a bit more lucky. I mean, you know, like the worst time to get the runny nose, common cold, is like November, maybe late October. So I've just come to that trail that is on the other side of where that dog parking is. So it's a good day to walk here. I was willing to do this last week, but the ground was too muddy due to the rain. But now it's much better. It is dried up, so it sounds like a nice day. So there are two waitresses who serve us almost every week when we go to Outback Monday evenings. One of them was away last week as she had been on vacation, but yesterday it was back to the two of them. Wow, like this part is quite steep, but still doable. And one of the two skiers that had recently been injured during the Olympics, so that, well, there was a guy and a girl. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3 the number of people that have had injuries while skiing throughout the Olympics, but one of them being Lindsey Vonn. She barely avoided getting amputated after her injury on the 8th. I mean, I do wish her to get better and have her leg recovered as soon as possible. And just after that, we looked up this movie. Like, I've been thinking in my mind for the last 15 or 20 minutes about what movie it is that is based on a true story. It's based on a story of Bethany Hamilton, who was highly passionate in surfing, but eventually in October 2003, a shark attacked her and bit off her left arm, which is deeply traumatic. But despite that, she returned to surfing. That horrible incident also led to a triumph story, as she had won a surfing award in 2004, 2005, I guess it was 2005. The movie that's based on this story is Soul Surfer, which was released in 2011. And October 2003 was it? Yeah, it was the same month that Timothy Treadwell, who was highly interested in forested parks, was in love with grizzly bears until eventually he got eaten by one of them. And yes, there is a movie about that story as well, Grizzly Man, which was released in 2005, which is not on Netflix. I mean, once I said that it was, but I turned out big time wrong. Well, up until here, it is good to walk. Well, I guess I can just about go over this. Well, I just walked through this edge. I can tell how muddy it is, but at least I made that work. So, see what we'll do about the headphones in the next day or two. Wow, this... Yeah, if you may have saw that, by the way, just until I pointed the camera at it, it was not moving a single bit. But now there is another one of these guys. Oh, there we go, because for 3 or 4 seconds, he was flying right around me. And those, oh, whatever the hell that thing was. In September, those headphones that we have bought from the Polo section, like at least those are still in my store. You know what I mean. I still use them. Though, like whenever we get the headphones, we'll see if we can connect that to the iPhone 13 Pro, because there are two headphones that are connected, that have Bluetooth connection on that phone. According to the company of Bose itself, there is a $90 difference between the Quiet Comfort headphones, the classic version, and the ultra version of it. I know for a fact that a lot of hikers or runners prefer earbuds. Bose has them in like 5 or 6 colors, with one of them being in raspberry pink. Though if you'd ask me, I would refrain from getting earbuds of any kind. Not only is there a higher potential of losing them, but also that the devices are just too small for my satisfaction. Even with a low phone battery, this still turned out to be a good day to go for a walk. It's not like I forgot to charge my laptop last night, but I used the 4-cord charger. And yes, it does come with a bear, something that's in the shape of a gummy bear. But yeah, I plugged that in to my Samsung laptop and charged my phone. Well, it more commonly works when the laptop is on. I done this a few days ago, but I was lucky that the phone was charging despite the laptop being off. Then I did the same last night and that didn't work. So that's why I woke up with a 22% battery on this phone. So I was looking through snow shovels, and yes, one of the workers at Outback, as I had mentioned earlier in the vlog, so she went to the Mammoth ski resort, and it was a heavy blanket of snow in the mountaintops. Well, wait a minute. Did I just hear a bit of my echo? What? Hey, what? Am I? Yeah, that's so crazy. Like, just when I talked, my echo just sounded like, I thought for a sec, like, am I delusional? But that's what it is. That's simply the weirdest thing that I can think I can encounter while I'm walking on a trail. But yeah, there had been a big blanket of snow in that area, especially in the mountains. And see if I want to go back to skiing at some point next year, because I'm not saying this in a way that I miss skiing so much, but once I have been to the ski resort in Argies, that was a crazy lot of fun.
Never mind. It is getting really strongly windy, and it is continuing to snow, and it is hitting my face time to time.
And 3 times have I been to the Pondacan ski resort
For this night.
Well, it was a different kind of experience though, to be honest. It was new. If I go there for a fourth time in the next winter, I might do so with possibly a bigger group of people, like maybe with family, I don't know. But yeah, only once in the last 5 winters, and with this winter season approaching its end, I may as well just call it 6 winters I have been skiing. Well, at first it had something to do with the impacts of the COVID-20 pandemic, and later time it had a lot to do with me going to college, which eventually at the end of last year I have dropped out. Oh, what does it say here? It must be something, but I could still read what that word says. One freaking rebellious dude out there must have spray painted that, or I was just used paint, I don't know. But yeah, at one point in time I dropped out of college because it came to a point that I saw barely any value of it. It was more like a high school revision thing. And throughout this decade so far, it has been showing a lot more why college is losing its value, just because of interest in other careers, especially amongst the young generations. All right, so I'm just gonna take a few clips. My phone's battery is about to die. Now my phone's battery's on the verge of death. It's at 4%, so it's at 1/25. Yeah, this is a pretty steep part of this trail, by the way. That other charger that I got, along with the 4-cord charger, Juicy Booster, was it? I guess it was. But even though it reads, like when I plug that in, it reads slow charger, but usually it charges quick enough until it gets to 60%. And now I'm back at my starting point. So this was a good walk. According to my health app, I have taken 7,220 steps so far, and it is yet 11:36. All right, so yeah, my phone's battery is about to die, as I've been saying. It would suck to have it die while filming a clip. And there's some, oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, that's some shredding work going on. A good thing I got out of that, because there is some shredding work that is planned in that dog park. Now, as you might know, every 100 vlogs I come up with a different color gradient for my video thumbnails. For the 3500s, that is a shade of light green, so I've used bright colors for the gradient. For the 3600s though, there will again be a shade of green, but I'm trying to make it a darker shade of green. There's one day left in this series, so I better start taking the screenshots for the thumbnails that are to be from Thursday onwards. I still haven't come up with an idea for the 3700s vlog thumbnails, though I am planning that I would make a set of colors like red. I would like to have a shade of red for one of the colors of that gradient. And I just found out that my dad is also, so yeah, right in front of me is my dad's car. And yes, one of the old things fans is still in the neighborhood, like I was talking about earlier. Well, it's the afternoon now, and see, this part of the road is closed due to road pavement. So this store, which used to be Party City until they had closed around this time last year, is now a DSW store. It is a shoe store. Well, that was a nice, productive way to start the day, but now I'm going to end it for this video. Just the last couple of weeks, haven't had these morning sessions motivated me more, even though I would usually hate to wake up early in the morning when it's for that reason. Well, it's quite rare that I wake up to session mornings fresh and ready. Like when I'm with the adult band, I would hate to wake up the next morning for a session. I would basically feel so unmotivated. Well, for today, I feel like I have nothing left to talk about, so I'm going to say that's it from me for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.